This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
All right, I have a question for you, Andrea and Matt. You both have pets. You have plenty of pets.
Yes.
You got dogs, you got horses, and that sort of thing. They surveyed 100 people, and they asked them, for $1 million, would you give up your pet?
No.
Okay. So you say absolutely not.
No. Yeah.
Okay, and Matt,
Well, one of the cats, yes.
So that's what I say.
My cat.
But
no.
you would have to give up. All right, so you have to give up both. It'd have to be a sacrifice.
No.
Me, yes, me, $1 million. I'm gonna buy me another.
Well, you got
cat.
cats that like attack you in the middle of the
No,
night.
well, they'll jump on. See, they asked men and women. 90% of the women said there's no way I'd ever give up my pet for $1 million. Now for you, it's about $1 million a year for your horses,
for the
right?
horses.
So I can understand.
So maybe I would.
Maybe for the horses, but
Maybe
not
I did that furry
for the
friends
dog.
thing.
I
where
might just break even.
I did that furry friend story where they were saying, the most important thing in some people's life is their pet, and they're like, I take that over my cat or my kids.
Well, even that Chimp Crazy show,
yes.
she's saying, I love these monkeys more than I do my own kids. I'm like, man, you are screwing that kid up. All right, so $1 million. 90% of women said they would never do it. What do you think? How many percentage for men?
90.
You say 90 as well? What say you, Maddie?
75.
He's closer to the pin. Is 60% of men said they would keep their pet over
Well, especially if they're a dog
Okay.
companion. I know guys are really close to some of their dogs.
Yeah, that is
they're
true.
life companion.
I would go, all right, well, what's going to happen to my cat? Who's going to
Yes.
get it? All right,
Yeah.
what's going to go to a nice family? Write the check now.
My mom's
I'm a horrible person, I'll admit
My
it.
mom would get my cat, so. Yeah.
All right, so there you are.
Yeah, if I could pick and choose who would get my pets,
Yeah, maybe.
I could have some visiting rights.
yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I might.
$1 million.
think about it.
I mean, I know it's not a whole lot, but
Tax free.
You can buy a lot more
Yeah, it'd be
horses.
tax-free.
Yeah, okay, you could.
$1 million.
But then it ends up costing you another $1 million to
Right,
keep them
so-
all. A Chinese aquarium is being exposed by visitors after they found out the giant whale shark in their main attraction wasn't real.
And it was cheaper than $1 million.
Yes, true.
Yes. During its opening week, the ocean attraction welcomed around 100,000 visitors who paid $40 to get into the park. Visitors were eager to check out the star attraction, a whale shark. It's considered the world's largest fish, capable of growing more than 60 feet in length. However, many visitors said they were disappointed after realizing the whale shark in the park's attraction was just a mechanical replica.
Which, you would feel really ripped off because you're looking at something. I mean, granted, it might be a great representation of it, but you go to an aquarium or a zoo to see the real thing.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for. So, I think this is nothing short of fraud altogether.
Do you remember Universal Studios used to advertise the big Jaws
yeah,
thing?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you'd see those commercials, but you knew going into it, it's a mechanical shark,
good.
but you just want to see the mechanical shark. I think, if I understand this story correctly, they were really billing this as the real thing. So once you get in, and it's like, wait a second, this is a phony
This is
setup.
the American version of a whale, but it's a Chinese version of an American whale because it's not real.
So in Atlanta now, do you have to go in and poke the whale sharks that they actually have in the aquarium? Be like,
To
are
see
you
if they're
real?
here. You can now.
You're real?
can,
Now you
yeah.
have to go down there and
Yeah.
swim very close to their teeth. They like to be.
And will you cover the bail, or are we just going to let him figure it out himself?
Lost arm will be
James,
enough.
you got
for
me?
I know
lost
people.
arm
I
will
know
be
people
fine.
everywhere.
James, a guy.
I'll get you out. I'll get you out.
Knows the guy.
Well, imagine going to school one day as a teacher and coming home with a student, or at least a future student. It happened actually to one teacher. She went from teaching to her students to giving birth in the school's parking lot, and that's not the only thing that happens.
Hello.
Her name is Tori Hildreth. She says that she wasn't due to give birth on that day, but her contractions became more intense, her water broke, and the baby was on the way. They tried to use that sawdust they use for puke, couldn't get it up. Right? 30-year-old teacher had just dismissed her class. Then about 10 minutes later, she was in the parking lot actually holding her baby with her mom on her
boy.
side. That is a mom. Way to go. Tori's dad happens to be the captain of the local fire department. He was one of the first responders on the scene to get there and say, I'm getting me a new grandbaby. So way to go. Teachers do so much. And, listen, she wasn't due on that day, but obviously she was getting closer to that day, which says even more about our teachers. Perfect excuse.
Yeah.
I don't feel like coming into work today. I'm pregnant. I'm about to have a baby.
Yeah.
She still did. So
And
I
she
love
still.
it.
Yeah. I mean, when babies arrive, they arrive.
They
Sometimes
arrive.
It's their own time.
Indeed. We're talking about AI podcasts, how it can help your job in the future.